Hello! Welcome to another episode of Home Food Cooking with Derek. Today we're on the road and we're filming another episode of Home Food Cooking. Today we're cooking food for my sister-in-law Justine. Let's go on in. Alright, let's go cook some food. Now that we're in, we gotta make some food. Now Justine's not here, which means that we're gonna surprise her with a nice meal. Now Justine is what you call a vegetarian. That means she doesn't eat meat. So that limits us a bit on what we can make her. But what are we gonna make her? Well, let me show you. We got some tofu, a staple of vegetarians' food. We got some organic orange tea. And finally, her main dish is going to be a black bean tortillo pie. Let's start making it. Now the ingredients in the blackberry pie are very important. First, your favorite type of cheese, as well as some tortillas and some black beans. Also, we're gonna throw in some fresh corn and an onion, 3 cloves of garlic, some green onions too, any type of green pepper, and finally, the vegetable broth. Now, with vegetarian food, it's important to use the right type of broth. Now, on one hand, we have chicken broth, and on the other, we have vegetable broth. Now, one of these, the vegetable broth, you can use in vegetarian food. But then the other one, the chicken broth, you just can't. You see, it's very important. Vegetarians can't have one and the other, they can only have one of them. Yeah, one of these is vegetable broth now. Alright, let's prepare the black bean cake. Now first you're going to need a tortillo, and you're going to put it there, pour out the black beans, and all the ingredients, and finally the broth. Yeah, we definitely got some vegetable broth in there. And then top it off with another tortilla. And it's cooking. Well, while we're waiting for that to cook, let's get the utensils ready. First, we're gonna need a plate. And we're also going to need silverware. And a teacup. Alright, let's prepare the tofu. Alright, tofu's ready. Now, as you may know, I'm left-handed. That's why my sister-in-law got me a left-handed utensil for me to use. Let's test it out. Now the last thing that we need to prepare for her is our orange tea. What we need is a glass of water and some tea. Just open that up and pour it on in there. Now a lot of people like iced tea, so we're just gonna put it on in the fridge and see if it freezes. Now you may not know this, but Justine is named after the famous Byzantine emperor, Justinian II. Justinian is famous because he's called the slit nose, after when his troops cut his nose open. But Justine has a nose. Doesn't she? We'll find out. Looks like the black bean taco is ready. All we got to do now is throw on some cheese and then take it out. Perfect. Looks good. Hi!
What are you doing here?
I'm here to cook you a meal.
Did you give him the extra key?
No, I didn't.
What are you doing here?
I live here. What are you doing here?
I'm here to cook.
No, you're not. Get out.
Thanks for joining me here, Justine.
Yeah, thanks. Didn't really have a choice, but, glad you're here.
Well, let's get to know you a little bit better, shall we?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Tell me, what's the name of your first pet?
Mr. Waddles.
And where did you go to high school?
Chesapeake Bay High?
Interesting. And what's your mother's maiden name?
Johnson. Where are these questions coming from?
Google told me that they were good questions to ask. Well, let's talk about the food that you're going to be eating now.
Okay.
First, we've got some tofu.
I don't like tofu.
Well, we've also got some iced tea.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely iced. Maybe some people would call it frozen. We can get to that later.
Finally, we've got the black bean casserole.
Looks good. I'm vegetarian, so this is vegetarian, right?
Of course it is.
I saw the chicken stock in the kitchen.
We didn't use that.
I mean, I can't eat chicken, right? So we're...
Yes, you're fine. It's fine.
Okay, I trust you.
Dig in.
I'm not watching this. I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh boy, where do I even start? You sure there was no chicken stock in here? I mean, it tastes like chicken.
No.